Oh, I'm still supposed to smile. If I were to look at my parents' relationship, I think that's something, they just complement each other. They love each other, they complement each other, and I think that it's kind of seen through us too. They've given me like 4 of the best friends. I know that we fight like cats and dogs, and there's times that I don't like them, and sometimes that I love them, but they are my best friends. They are, I don't know, they're awesome, all of them, and I think they're all gonna be really successful one day, and I'm like proud of them, so.
Ashley's kind of like the mom of us, I feel like, and I know that because I'm the baby and she's the older one, so I kind of feel like I look up to her, and she's also becoming a nurse, so I think that's awesome, and I look up to her because I'm becoming a nurse. So my mom, her, and I share that.
Ashley is kind of similar to my mom, where she is very caring. There's nothing that I can't tell Ashley. If I needed to talk to somebody, Ashley would be the person I would go to. Definitely the most laid back of really anyone I know, especially of all of us. We're all kind of get fired up fairly easily, and Ashley's definitely the one that kind of keeps everybody calm and tries to smooth things over. Definitely the leader of my family, of the siblings, because she is the oldest. She takes charge.
Ashley is the mother. She takes care of all of us. I feel like if we ever need any like advice, we go to Ashley.
Ashley is my best friend, my other half. She knows me better than anyone else knows me. We have literally grown up together. We seriously shared bunk beds until we moved out of the house, and we still live together. So she's, definitely my best friend. I don't know, I strive to be like her every day, but I don't always come out that way.
Whitney's kind of the firecracker of the family, I would say. I get my sense of humor from her. I also get my attitude from her.
Whitney's definitely kind of the goofy one, the in your face, always making a joke. It can get annoying at times, but I really do find her funny. She says that I hate her, but she cracks me up, pretty much everything she says. And she's also literally deep down is the most caring person I know. She's got a heart of gold.
Whitney's the funny one. Whitney's the crazy one. She's the one that would do anything for anybody in a heartbeat.
Chelsea has the biggest heart out of anyone I know, and is the most amazing person I've met, with how strong she is and just how smart she is. If ever I need anything, I go to her, because she's the first to, sacrifice anything for anyone.
Chelsea, very determined and very successful, also has an awesome sense of humor and the biggest heart. She gets that from my mom. She has the biggest heart out of all of us, loving, caring.
Chelsea, she cracks me up because she would do anything for anybody, and I think she gets that from my dad. And I don't think she realizes how awesome she is sometimes. She really is a great person. And it cracks me up too, because Chelsea's the kind of person that you could do anything or say anything to her, and she's never going to get mad at you, but she'll just let it kind of build and build till she explodes. And it's funny to me sometimes to see her go off, because I think she needs to be a little bit more assertive and stuff like that. But no, she's a great person.
Alex, definitely his protectiveness, a good sense of protectiveness over all of us girls. He loves all of us, and his sense of humor when he's not in a bad mood. It's pretty cool. So.
Alex is my biggest critic, but I think in a way that helps us become closer, because he is tough on me, but he's also an amazing part of my life, and that's all I'm going to say about him, so I don't cry anymore.
Alex is a critic, but Alex is very blunt. He tells you straightforward. He doesn't sugarcoat anything.
So Shelby is definitely my mini-me, and she's become one of my best friends too. She comes to me for a lot, and I go to her for a lot too.
And Shelby's a smart one. Shelby's the one that's very determined.
Shelby, she smartest one in the family by far. I think overall probably has the most going for her, just in intelligence and success in the future. Socialite. I mean, she likes being around people, likes talking to people, to the point where it's weird when I go to a restaurant and I hear her talking with people, because she says stuff that I would never expect Shelby to say.
So my mom's a nurse. She's been a nurse for 20 or more years. I don't even know how long it's been now. I'm a nurse now, and you meet people every day that have been married. And one question I like to ask them is, why are you still married? What makes your relationship successful? I've had answers of
they just make it work to, I just deal with it. One thing I think is really special about my parents is that they just complement each other.
I mean, they're perfect together. I mean, they work off of each other, they feed off each other, and they're awesome parents.
People say they complement each other. I think they're a lot more similar than people realize. Both definitely very dependable people, very loving.
I get my strength, I think, from my parents. I get determination. I feel like they've instilled in all of us to, work hard, push ourselves, to always feel that, to believe. I feel like I get to believe from my parents.
It's hard to think of them as individuals because they're always together and they're always, they complement each other so well. They laugh, they make fun of each other. I always give them a hard time because I do this weird flirting, and that's supposed to be okay because they're doing it. So that's kind of funny.
My mom is funny. She's an amazing cook. That's why I kind of take after her on that. She is an amazing artist. She can draw. You put something in front of her and she could pretty much copy it. Exactly. She would do anything for anybody as well. She really puts herself last too, I feel sometimes, and she deserves to be first.
My mom, she is goofy. You also know exactly when you're going to make her mad, and that's when you kind of want to leave the house. She kind of gets this little attitude, and she's real sassy. But she is caring and compassionate, especially now that I'm approaching 30. You see how much that she did for all of us. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. And she was tired from working, too, and that was amazing. Like, she'd get off work, and she'd still be tired. She'd help us all with our homework.
She is a beautiful person inside and out, and she's always taught me just to care about people and look beyond like the cover that they display. She's compassionate and loving. She's a little funny and a little goofy, but great sense of style. She is very funny, loving, definitely loving, selfless, and always forgiving. She's always there to kind of pick up the pieces when things fall apart.
Whenever I need help with a project, my mom was when I went to. Help with homework, my mom was when I went to. There's mornings when I wake up and she's got breakfast already made for me. There's times when she'll go out of her way when she knows if I'm having a rough week. She'll go, like when I used to work at the mall, if I'd have a long shift, she's got me coffee before, gotten me soda.
She's just very genuine. A lot of the time people are saying, I can't believe she does all that she does for all 5 of you, and I think that's amazing.
Well, I'm told honestly that I am my dad's mini-me. I look identical to him, so I get the brown hair out of a family of redheads from him. He's very strong, he's very determined. He does have his little funny side to him that comes out, but I feel like my dad is the type of person, if you need anything from, like, he would do anything for anybody.
My dad, he is firm. He kind of, this is how he thinks. He doesn't kind of look anywhere else, but he's in shape. Like, when he puts his mind to something, it gets done. He is handy. He just loves us all. He wants nothing but the best. He has kind of a goofy side too. Every once in a while you'll get it out of him, but most of the time he's real. And I see that a lot in Alex too, which is kind of, they're like the same. It's just kind of scary.
He gives everything for everyone. He has always been there and been our rock to our family. He sees past what you see yourself, like what you see in yourself. He expects the best out of you, and I think that's what kind of pushes me to make him happy and push me to my limits, because he definitely wants the best for you and wants you to exceed even your expectations.
My dad, I think he's very strong. Emotionally, physically, he does so much for all of us. He's always there, extremely genuine. He's got the biggest heart, even though he might not. He's trying to be a tough guy sometimes, but he does have a good heart.
I would say my dad has a quiet, goofy side. He's not going to be in your face telling joke after joke, but he always slips one in. And he's typically, when we're eating dinner, my dad finishes first and he'll sit down on the couch. And my sisters just all the time, my sisters and my mom, all 5 of them, just going after each other. My dad will always slip in a joke, and it's funnier because he doesn't joke a lot. And when he's normally really serious, kind of a straight-laced guy, so when he does say something, it normally makes everybody crack up.
We like to, I don't know, it's like my parents would always give us notes, like before basketball games or big events or tests. And even when I moved away, I would get like cards from my mom and dad and care packages to keep, just such encouragement. It's like, that just shows how much like we support each other and we believe in each other. And I think we still like have some of those notes. I'd even put them in my basketball shoes before.
I was thinking of my Kairos letter that my dad wrote me, and he talked about the song Hero by Enrique Iglesias. And I think that my parents are both heroes because of all they do for us.
I mean, sometimes I would wake up and they'd be on my desk or on the mirror. We did a lot in the bathroom. They just put it, or if my mom couldn't be there for some reason, and because my dad would always coach us, so he'd always be there. But if my mom couldn't be there, even a text message or something little was like, hey, thinking of you, go get him, like, or before a test or anything.
I was actually cleaning the other day and I came across one and I was reading it, and it kind of pertains to, no matter what, you can always kind of pertain it to what you're going through now. So I'll read it. Ash, I know this is difficult, I'm sure quite, but chin up, dig deep, you have always succeeded and prevailed. Things may look bleak, they will improve. You have a tough way about yourself. No one can tell you you can't do something, because now they have created a challenge. One you will have to make the right choice. Give it time. I guarantee the time will change and your time will come. Show no one signs of loss. Work harder, smarter, and better, yet with confidence. One thing people can't take away from you is who and what you stand for. Good luck, love, Dad.
I feel like my parents have instilled in us like teamwork and belief in each other, and I think that's why we're so close and so supportive of each other, is because they've kind of taught that, and not just the letters, but like the things we do together, and our family time, and that we can just sit around with each other and joke with each other and go to each other for anything.
I remember one time, I'll never forget this. My dad was I was on the bench, of course, and it was kind of a hard year when I didn't really like SHG and I didn't really like playing basketball or whatever. And my dad was in the stands, and they were both there at every game. And I remember Coach Ferris looked at me, because I kept looking at my dad kind of for advice. In the stands, he's like, who do you want to be coach for? Down here, up here? And I was like, obviously up there, like not down here. And I got in trouble for that from the coach, but it was true. I wanted to be coached by my dad, not by you, weirdo. So.
He's definitely like the harder one. She's kind of like the softer one. She's definitely a motherly figure. We always said after like a basketball game, if you did bad, you'd always ride home with mom, because dad would kind of, like get your head in the game type thing, where you'd always, if you could, ride home with mom after a basketball game, because she's the one that kind of comforts you and says, it's okay, it's gonna be okay, you'll get him next time, where dad's like, you come to this, because he sees a different side of things, where she's like, takes you aside and comforts you, and so definitely the mother figure.
When I was younger, my dad, he's a big Cardinal fan, and when I played baseball, my dad played some baseball in college. And when we played catch, he did this game where every single time that we played catch, he would go through the Chicago Cubs and St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And so like their leadoff hitter would always hit like a bloop single, so I'd have to run and dive for a bloop single, and then the next guy would hit a ground ball. And we would play catch for 2 hours. And that really is probably one of my better memories growing up, was playing that game.
Yeah, I just ran my first marathon in October, and she was literally my biggest supporter. And I think like the week before, she sent me this thing that had like every meal that I would eat to like carb up. And they like wrote me letters and stuff, and that morning she was right there. She even rode her bike. My first time I ran 18 miles, she rode her bike with me the whole way. And they all came out that day, the whole 5 hours to watch me finish.
I think that I definitely get my sentimental stuff from my dad. He is very sentimental, and I'm like that too. He likes tradition. This is how we do things. I'm the same way. We do this on Christmas. We've always done it like this on Christmas, and I will do everything to try to make it that way.
People make fun of us for it, but it just is hilarious. The lucky person gets to leave church early on Christmas Eve, and we all get to get about 2 meals from McDonald's. And after we get our McDonald's, we all put a blanket out in the family room, and we all get to sit in the family room and eat McDonald's and watch a movie. So it's a very classy Christmas Eve meal. But yeah, Ashley usually gets like 4 meals. So she's kind of a McDonald's hog. But
I think my ability to care about people, and just like going on my way to care about everyone, I think I get from my mom, because she has one of the biggest hearts I've ever met out of someone. I know I'm kind of like a worry because of her, but I worry about everyone and try to please everyone, kind of put yourself last. think I get from my parents.
I think I have my dad's sensitive side, and we take things to heart, but we also take those things and try to work on them. And from my mom, I think I do get like her goofy side. I don't know, just not caring what people think about me and just kind of being who I am.
My dad, as helpful as he is, I think that's kind of inspired me to want to be somebody that helps people, that wants to be there for people, because I admire my dad a lot in that regard. And I just think it's funny because most people growing up, when they get older, they say, I don't want to be like my parents. But I see a lot of my dad in me, and that's something I'm getting more and more proud of, I think.
My mom and I are close. She's goofy. She's the type of person, I feel, one thing that I really admire her, and I think that she always said, you can come to me no matter what. No matter what, I will not judge. I think she's just not judgmental. I mean, she'll get like angry, and she may not like what you do, but she just like appreciates that. And I kind of think that sometimes I get that from her too.
I cuss a lot, and my mom hates it. She can't stand it because I sound like an idiot when I talk most of the time. But one funny thing that she does do is my mom gets mad at say the Cardinals are playing. John Jay will strike out. Instead of saying, oh, why did he swing at that pitch? My mom calls him an asshole. Like, she just attacks his character for no reason.
She's goofy, but my mom's the type of person that she would, even coming home late and say I needed a project done when I was younger, or something baked for work, she would, even though she was tired or sick, she would still get that project done, or, it doesn't matter. She always put others before herself.
As an adult now, I think I realize what they did for us. I don't think when I was younger I appreciated all they did for us, but now I know how hard they worked and things like that to sacrifice for all of us. I mean, there were 5 kids. It wasn't easy, and but they always made it look really easy.
I'm just thankful for always them like being there. Because at the end of the day, I mean, your parents are everything you have. And like Ashley said, they've given me 4 people that I can always count on, that I know that I would not be here without any of them.
They both take pride in what they have. They take pride in their home. They take pride in their jobs. They take pride in us. Everything they have, they take pride in. And they're hard workers. It's amazing, especially now that I'm getting older, that I realize, they probably didn't at one time have a lot of money, but we never did without. And that's special.
We're a very close family, and we can yell at each other and whatever, but at the end of the day, if I need anything from my parents or sisters or brother, they'll be right there.
I think that at the end of the day, you have family, and that's important. I know one time my cousin was teaching about tradition in her classroom, and she talked about my family and our traditions and Christmas and McDonald's and goofy things that just make our family us. That's important. So I'm usually the funny one. I'm not the emotional one.